broadcast was, when life serves us lemons, we make lemonade. Things aren't always the way we expect them to be or wish them to be. But we have to make the best of whatever situation we're in. And even if it's to find one spark, 1 ounce of gratitude, well, you're already changing that momentum from going from despair to a little bit of hope. And then that hope gives you a little bit of vitality, a little bit of energy, a little bit of movement. And you slowly get yourself back on track, back into the moment, back into this energy that is within us, that is undescribable, that has no name, that cannot really be expressed in our language. It can only be felt. And we are on planet Earth to feel. And yet we run from fear. We run from feeling. We numb ourselves and we become really great at it. So embrace every part, however it shows up, whenever it does, honor it. If your child were crying, you wouldn't say, shut up, I don't want to listen to you right now. Well, our emotions are like our little children coming to say, hey mom, mommy, because we are the mother. It's time we mother ourselves. Can you pay attention to what is here? I'm crying out for help. I need your love. I need your acceptance. I just need your guidance. And sometimes there are no words that soothe, but being able to be present with it, somehow miraculously, it begins to dissolve the intensity of it. And then we're able to breathe once again. So I hope that that made sense to some of you, hopefully to all of you. Okay, let's get together and close our eyes as we take a deep breath, breathing in calmness and exhaling agitation. Breathing in strength and exhaling our weakness. Breathing in our wisdom and exhaling our ignorance. Breathing in our hope and exhaling our doubt. With every breath that you take, allow your human self, your physicality, your nervous system to relax, to return to the still point where all outer distractions cannot bother you, cannot take you away from this rendezvous with yourself. For every time you return to your inner space, you amplify your divine light. And as your divine light is amplified, your human self relaxes, calms down, is not as anxious, begins to follow, no longer overreacting, but allowing itself to be led into a state of peace, a state of serenity. as you breathe at your own rhythm, know that you are surrounded by great love. For each of you in this moment is being held in source energy as the precious little ones that you are. Just as a mother soothes a child when they're having a nightmare, each of us is being soothed in this moment to wake up, to see the truth that is available, that who you are is priceless. Who you are is valued. Who you are matters. Who you are makes a difference. Who you are is love itself. So as you begin to feel even more relaxed, even more at ease, greetings, dear ones. It is always a delight to be amongst you, and we are here this evening in particular to remind you of who you are in these moments where there is great trepidation, there is great uncertainty, there is great volatility, there is great bitterness, if you will, for lack of a better word, that is arising as each of you, humanity itself, looks to point fingers at who is wrong, who is to blame, who was the cause of this. All of that, dear ones, will not bring any comfort, will not bring any resolution, but will keep you embedded, will keep you ingrained in this lower frequency that life is asking you to raise above, to come into your understanding, come into your light, come into the real purpose of why you have been here, why you have come forward to participate in this great adventure, in this great experiment, where humanity itself is awakening on a global scale. So take a deep breath and feel this energy as we work with you individually and collectively. For each of you each of your encodements are being activated at this time. For every being upon this planet is being called by name, is being called to stand. And how do you stand when your name is called? How will you show up? How will you broadcast? How will you express? How will you continue on? For the way you have known life and the way that you have known it can no longer be. This coronavirus, as you call it, corona represents crown opening, revealing oppression, not acceptance. So as each of you comes into this space, you are recognizing how oppressed as a population you have been, how manipulated you have allowed yourself to be. And now this is not a judgment. This is a simple an observation for when you know you can make changes. When you are unaware, you stay as you are. But knowing that you have the power, you have the strength, you have the capability, you have the know-how to demand, to rise for change, to represent change, to be the voice for those who are incapable in this moment. For you have all collectively created this reality that you are experiencing at this time. Whether it was due to greed, materialism, loss of value, loss of what is truly important in this experience called life. This is a reset. This is a great gift for each of you to start anew, to start afresh, to create the world that you are wanting to inhabit. And it all begins with each and every single one of you. So breathe into your heart. Allow this information to not only percolate in your intellect, but allow it to drip down into your heart. For when you are coming from knowing, there could be no doubting. And the reason that we return you to your heart is the heart knows no boundaries. And we are not speaking of the physical heart, the human heart. We are speaking of the sacred heart. That is in alignment, that is in connection with all life. For all of life is precious, whether it is a human being, an insect, a plant, a tree, a fish. It is all aspects of life. And you are part of the circle of life. So take a deep breath, feeling it into your heart, breathing in and dropping even deeper into this infinite well of love, infinite well of wisdom, infinite well of intelligence within you. That which holds every solution to any problem your mind may conjure. Your heart has the answer to resolve all conflict. Your heart carries the ointment to heal all wounds, all hurts. Do not look to your intellect, for the intellect looks for past experiences. The heart vibrates in the now. Return to the sacredness of this space. Celebrate this life. Celebrate this activation. For you have called us forth. And we are here to assist, to support, to reawaken, to direct, if you will. But as was mentioned, we stand back and watch as you navigate your daily experiences. Signs are all around you. There can be no interference, for we know that you are masters. You're each masterful creators. And when you are not satisfied with a creation that you witness, we say to you, dear ones, create again, create again, create again. All is here for you to claim. There is great love for you here, and so it is. In this moment of grounding, every connection. Let us create a circle before us for all those who have been affected, directly or indirectly. Let us place them in a ball of healing light. Feeling the love that transmutes all fear. All those who are in this moment struggling with their breath, may they be reminded of the breath of life. To all those who are confused, may they find clarity. To all of those who are at war within themselves, may they have the courage to surrender to the everlasting peace that resides in all beings, and at last to all beings everywhere. May they awaken to their truth. And now gently come back to this space. Hi, Rosie. Let me know when you're back. As you guys prepare coming back, I'm going to pick a card tonight. I don't usually do this, but why not? Oh, hi, Anto. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, good. Did you guys have a good experience? I think the council came in pretty strong tonight. I could feel their energy very, yeah, I feel better. So thanks for being here. If it wouldn't be for you, it wouldn't be here. So thank you. Okay, so what's our message for this evening, for the next couple of days? Okay, so it's number 13. I don't think I've ever seen this card before. Oh, and for those of you who are curious, these are the cards that, can you see? Divine Guidance. They're my favorite. And this is the card that was picked. So let it mean whatever it is to you. Yeah. See, in the darkness, there's always a light. Okay, number 13. So let's see what our message is for tonight. Opening. Very intense, but spoke the truth. Very good. Good. I'm glad. Darling, I thank your friends. Oh, yeah. They're not my friends. They are our friends. Actually, you know, one time what they said to us was, we are your future selves. So that really resonated with all of us that were there that evening when they said that. So it's the version of us that is not in limitation in this dense energy, in this body having forgotten who we are. So that's why there's such encouragement. Okay, so opening. This is the card. Your intuition and psychic connection is open and flowing, allowing you to access higher realms of knowledge and understanding. Sometimes when we receive guidance or information from these realms, it can be a bit confusing or unclear. There is a lot of information moving through your subconscious that your subconscious mind has to process. It does get easier in time. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Just remember, this open connection is how you are naturally meant to operate. You are now in direct communication with other realities and your higher self. So I hope that brings a little bit of clarity